Imagine a scenario where the very policies designed to support agriculture are now being redirected to cut off vital funding for higher education and discourage renewable energy. That's exactly what's happening in Tennessee, as U.S. Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins backs significant reductions in higher education grants and targets subsidies for solar panels on farmland. On Monday, during a Future Farmers of America breakfast at the state fairgrounds in Lebanon, Rollins unveiled a new initiative by the Trump administration. This initiative aims to redirect federal funds to support Tennessee farming more directly, while simultaneously cutting back on grants that do not directly benefit farmers. One of the primary targets of this new policy is the Biden administration's Inflation Reduction Act, which Rollins criticizes for its market-distorting incentives for solar panels, claiming these incentives are leading to the loss of valuable farmland in Tennessee. But here's where it gets controversial. A recent study by the nonpartisan Tennessee Advisory Commission on Intergovernmental Relations suggests that solar facilities are unlikely to be the primary driver of farmland development for decades to come. The study also notes that farmland can be restored to agricultural use once a solar facility is decommissioned. Despite this evidence, Rollins remains firm in her stance against solar subsidies on farmland. Earlier this year, the federal government made substantial cuts to higher education grants, including a significant reduction of over $31 million in funding to the University of Tennessee Institute of Agriculture. This institute plays a crucial role in providing agricultural research and resources to farmers and communities across 95 counties in Tennessee. Rollins defended these cuts, stating that they were necessary to realign funding with the president's vision of prioritizing farmers' needs. Deputy Secretary Stephen Vaden of Tennessee characterized the reductions as a repurposing of funds. He explained that changes in research funding were based on whether a grant would directly help farmers increase their profits. Projects focused on clean energy or those based on racial criteria were among those eliminated, according to Vaden. In addition to curbing solar panel development on farmland, Rollins announced that nearly $89 million will be allocated to 13 rural development projects in 28 Tennessee counties. These projects aim to promote partnerships and invest in infrastructure for rural education. The Department of Agriculture has already distributed nearly $100 million this year to over 10,000 farmers through the Emergency Commodity Assistance Program, Rollins reported. However, some farmers are concerned about the potential impact of President Donald Trump's tariffs, which they fear could lead to increased costs that they will have to pass on to consumers. Rollins addressed these concerns on Monday, noting that the administration has signed 8 new trade agreements, which are expected to boost the national economy. And this is the part most people miss. While the new policies aim to support farmers directly, they also raise questions about the long-term sustainability of agricultural practices and the broader economic implications of cutting higher education and renewable energy funding. What do you think? Do these changes align with the best interests of Tennessee's agricultural community? Or do they overlook important environmental and educational considerations?